Plaintiff Tanisha Moore says 4 months after she started dating the defendant, she got pregnant. Tanisha claims the night before their child was to be baptized, the defendant showed up at her house drunk and punched her in the face. Tanisha is suing her ex for the balance due on a car and emotional distress. Defendant Tyrie Northern admits that he went to jail for hitting Tanisha, but insists he only did it in self-defense. Tyrie insists he's a good father who pays child support, and he's countersuing Tanisha for car payments and repairs.
Start with you.
Okay, Tyrie is my son's father. I met him in the summer of 2007 with some mutual friends. I got pregnant 4 months after we started our relationship, and we really didn't know each other well. We kind of found that out later. There was a lot of arguing back and forth, a lot of disagreements. Tyrie is one of those male macho types, and I'm pretty independent. You know, I take care of my children. I have another son.
You macho? Well, I'm a man, but I would think a macho man, he pays all his responsibilities, takes care of his woman, he has a decent job, takes care of all his children. So I think in that sense I might be macho. And I don't beat women.
Right.
Don't put my hands on them. So anything less than that, I don't think is macho at all.
Okay.
Describe what macho means to you.
Well, I have an incident in particular that was most detrimental to our relationship. My kids were actually, we were supposed to go to church and get them baptized, our son and my oldest son. Tyrie was expected to be there. I don't think that we were together at the time, but he was expected to come to my house that evening and prepare to get the children baptized. He came maybe 3 in the morning. Irate, intoxicated, which eventually led to me being punched in my face and him incarcerated for 30 days.
How long you all broken up?
Officially a year, but we did a lot of back and forth. He pays child support when it's somewhere to pull it from.
All right, now you're suing him when there's somewhere what?
When it's somewhere to take it from, whether that's unemployment or if he has a job. He works, he cuts hair, but I don't get that money because I can't prove it. So when he gets unemployment, I'll get money from that.
So otherwise, you believe he tricks you out his child support that he would otherwise owe?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, the balance on a card. You had to use your name or money for a car?
Well, he's on the car as well. It was a joint affair, but I was primary.
Why? You volunteered to be?
No, I didn't volunteer. I mean,
did they try his?
They did, which is how I got pulled into it. And I mean, I don't want to say it was coercion.
That means his credit wasn't good.
Right. Something was wrong because he needed me.
Right.
So he
needed you?
Yes, he
did.
His
macho,
yes.
Financial needs?
Yes, he did.
Oh, okay. All right. So with the macho thing, so far he needed his woman for financial needs.
Oh, yeah.
He beat his woman and served 30 days.
Yes.
And he tries to trick you out of child support with the cash that he receives in the cash business that he's in.
Correct.
Plaintiff Tanisha Moore dated the defendant, and she claims he went to jail for 30 days after he punched her in the face.
We're going to get to the balance on this car that you had to use your name for, but let me allow him. He might want to defend himself, or he might want to tell me something different. Yes, sir.
The reason why Tanisha's name ended up on the vehicle because I didn't have a driver's license at the time.
You didn't even have a license?
No, I didn't have a driver's license.
Correct about that.
Throw that on the list.
I didn't have a driver's license.
You couldn't even drive. She had to drive you too?
No, that wasn't the circumstances. Tanisha had already had a vehicle in her name that was already
No, I'm saying in terms of you all getting there, did she drive?
Yeah, she drove. Well, actually,
that is true. She had to drive you.
No, the place is actually right across the street from my job.
Okay, how'd you get home?
She drove.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
She drove her
Move
car.
on, sir.
She drove her car.
Another one on the list. Go ahead.
Well,
what else you want me to know?
The reason why Tanisha's name was even on the car was because I didn't have a driver's license. It wasn't.
Okay.
That's the
so
only reason.
So you needed her.
I needed her.
Did you beat her and have to go to jail?
That was a self-defense.
Did the judge believe that?
No,
well, neither will I. You did 30 days. Now, let's get to the next issue. Yes. Do you have children that you don't pay for when you're off unemployment?
That's not true. I take good care of my son.
When you're off unemployment?
When I'm off and when I'm on
okay, so she's lying about that.
For the time that she let me see, my son. If we
so you only pay when you can see?
No, it's not that I only pay when I can see.
I thought that's what you just said.
But I take care of him. I could provide for him. I do for him when I'm able to see him.
When you're able to see him. When you're not able to see him, you don't.
I pay child support. I pay for all my son's clothes and everything else like that. That is what he gets when I see him.
How much is the amount you pay per month?
Per month for child support, I pay.
You don't even know. Let's move on. You don't even know how much you pay. Go ahead and tell me why you're suing him about the balance on the car that you had to co-sign for. Surely he paid his amount.
Absolutely not.
Surely he did.
Well, let me rephrase that. Tyrie made several payments on the car. Like I said, the first one that he missed was because he lost his job. The second one was because.
What month did he miss?
If we bought the car in September, so I want to say October was the first month. He had lost his job. He was incarcerated in November, so he missed November.
But I paid that.
Okay.
Yeah, he did. He did. When he got out.
I need to know the months he failed to pay.
There was 2 6-month gaps on the car, and then the reason why I'm suing is for the very butt end of the car where my wages ended up getting garnished, and I have the documentation for that.
He was paying directly to the finance company?
Yes, he was. And there were a couple occasions where he gave me cash and I would give the monies to the finance company. Those are the payments.
These are the months.
Those are all the payments that were made. The last maybe 5 or so were from me. And I have check stubs to prove that those match what was garnished from my check.
Sir?
Well, I did miss the payments from May 20th of 2009 until February the 27th. And reason being is because
of 2010.
2010. And the reason being because my driver's license was suspended. I was constantly going to jail for driving while suspended. May was the last payment that I paid. In June, I called Tanisha and I had a conversation with her.
Why didn't you stop the first time from going to jail? You say you were constantly going to jail. That's not smart to keep going to jail.
You're absolutely right.
Would you like to be a slave?
No. No, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much what they're turning prisons into.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. You go there and you work for free or you work for $1 a day. They got slavery back in town, and this time people volunteer. They keep doing the same thing over and over. Hey, I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. So come, take me on in so I can do a little slave work here. I want to be a slave. Go ahead. So you kept doing the same thing over and over and kept going to jail for the same thing over and over.
I went to jail like 2 or 3 times for driving while suspended. Come June, me and Tanisha both had a conversation that we agreed that we'll put the car up and stop payment on the car until I fix my license.
Put it up? What did you mean by that?
But put it in my mother's garage and stop payment on the car.
Oh, no, that's not true.
Me and Tanisha both agreed.
To avoid repossession?
To avoid repossession.
So you're going to defraud the insurance company and the finance company.
Me and Tanisha.
So not only do you voluntarily go back and forth to jail, you come on national TV and confess to a felony.
And he kept the car from me too, Your Honor. He kept the car hidden in his mother's garage from me.
Let me give him credit. Let me give him credit. It takes a lot of courage
Your Honor, can I get
to come to court on national television
yes, sir.
and confess to a felony.
Me and Tanisha both agreed to that. That we'll put it up. Okay, I have $5,000 to pay to get my license. I told Tanisha to give me until January to obtain my license. Now, only reason why I didn't obtain my license in January was simply because
you wanted to go to jail.
No,
I got that part.
Plaintiff Tanisha Moore dated the defendant, and she claims he went to jail for 30 days after he punched her in the face.
Tell me why you didn't pay.
Finance company was calling Tanisha. They wasn't calling me.
I know. Because the finance company was calling you.
Of course.
Sir, traffic tickets. Do you owe for the traffic tickets?
No, I do not. As far as the traffic ticket goes, the ticket that she paid for the sound impairment, which is the reason why the car pulled her.
Let me ask a very clear question. Now, why are you looking over there? She don't want you no more.
Thank you.
She don't want you no more. That's why she's suing you. For you to think that you don't have to pay your car note because the government suspended your license is unreasonable.
My license was suspended from the first time that we got the car.
And you say that's why you didn't pay. And you say that's why. Why didn't you pay then? One more time. Why didn't you pay your car note?
I did pay my car notes. I have all my payments right here. I paid $48.15.
So you paid every single note. You're not behind.
No, the reason, Yana,
are you behind or not?
Yes, I am behind.
Okay, so why are we debating
we're not
car notes?
I do not owe.
And earlier you said you did. Earlier you said you were behind.
She had the vehicle.
How did she get it?
She came and got it from the impound.
Why?
Because the car was put in an impound for a sound impoundment, in which I tried
Because
to
of
go
what?
for a sound restriction. I mean, for a sound ticket.
Okay.
She went and got the car. Never even told me she went and got the car out.
Because
y'all.
were you
not true.
caught up?
Caught up as far as what?
Your payments.
Only reason why I didn't have. I
Okay,
couldn't
so
pay
the
payment.
answer is no.
No.
Judgment for the plaintiff.
Thank
Have a
you,
good
Your Honor.
day.
Sad. Oh, I'm so happy to be done with this. I know Tyrie like the back of my hand, and exactly what happened today is exactly what I expected. Thank you, Judge Mathis.